Well, good morning everybody. Glenn Samuel from Sniper Photography. Thanks for joining me here on this Thursday morning, the day before Easter, a beautiful time of year. I'm actually in 3 days lockdown because I was in Brisbane last week, and obviously the Queensland government has decided to, anybody that was in Queensland from the 20th of March, which I was up there last week for a meeting, anybody that's come back to New South Wales has to self-isolate for 3 days until 5 p.m. today. But I can rest assure you that after at 5 p.m. today I'll be out chasing some more waterfalls. That's late this afternoon. Having said that, the reason why I'm coming to you today is to talk about websites, and do photographers need websites in 2021? Well, for me, I need a website. Now, during COVID last year, I had time to have my website pulled apart, blown to bits, and rebuilt by a company. I never make a website myself, even though you can, and there's some great platforms out there, but I thought I'd put it in the hands of a professional website builder. The cost is, anywhere between $3,500 to $4,000, but I get a website that's just jumps off the page when everybody looks at it. But the reason for this video today is to talk about, as I said, do you need a website? A lot of people out there just like photography for fun, enjoyment, and that's fantastic. I'm glad you're out there doing it and taking images and creating beautiful photos. Then they put it on Facebook or Instagram. Social media plays a big part in photography, and there's really nothing that I can say that's bad about that. There are a few things that you need to know. Now, if you're just happy going out taking photographs and creating really nice images and putting it on your social media pages such as Facebook or Instagram, that's really, really good, and I'm glad for you. Even I do that, but I don't post the best to those platforms. And the images that go onto my social media never ever see the light of day on my website. And the reason for that is because when I'm not out photographing waterfalls or seascapes, I'm a commercial photographer. That's what I do. And a lot of my work, my private work, comes out of that. In other words, I could be doing a photo shoot for a catalogue, shopping catalogue, like grocery catalogue. And someone will say to me, "Oh, Glenn, could you photograph my daughter's 21st birthday party?" Absolutely. One thing I don't do is direct them to my social media pages. I direct them to my website, because if you're going to charge fairly good money for a service that your client is asking you about, well then you need to have a portfolio of your work to show them. And then, and only then, will you disclose the price to that particular person or that future client. So when they say, "Oh, Glenn, can you photograph my daughter's 21st birthday party?" No problem. We get all the information, and then they usually ask, "How much do I charge?" Well, before I give them that answer, I send them or direct them to my website, and they can have a look at my work. And that's when I can give them the price, because they've actually seen the quality of the work that I can produce for them. If you show them on an Instagram or Facebook page, don't expect to earn a lot of money from that job, because quite frankly, I don't think you should be asking for it. Regardless of how good your images look on social media, you can't back those images up on the back of asking for a high price. Now, a 21st birthday party, for me, is over $2,000. That's what I'll charge, simple as that. And they take it or leave it. But I provide the information and the proof as to why I'm asking for that price. It's the quality of the work that they get. So if you're out there and you love your photography and you're taking some really beautiful images and you're creating them and you're putting them on social media, I'm very happy for you. But if you want to earn a little bit of money on the side to buy a new lens or a new tripod or a new camera, if you're in that market, these things are expensive. And the last thing you want to do is dip into your family budget and end up having an argument with the wife as to why you brought that piece of equipment, which does go on a daily basis. So if you've got a website and you can direct people to that website with the quality of your work, well then you can ask very, very good money. Because quite frankly, I don't think you can use social media to back up the price that you want to charge. Because basically I wouldn't probably hire anybody that would show me an Instagram or Facebook page. But if they come to me with a portfolio or an online portfolio with a website, I would certainly consider that and probably would pay the price that that person would ask. Now, some people mightn't agree with this. That's fine. That's okay. I'm a big boy. I can take that. But at the end of the day, if you want to be serious about your photography and you want to earn a few dollars on the side, good money on the side, and still maintain your dated 9 to 5 job, well then I think you need something a bit better than social media to give to that person who wants to employ you to take photos for them. It's like, I liken it to the fact that if you go for a job, you send a resume. Well, a photographer's resume is his website. It's not social media. Okay? A photographer's resume is his website, not social media. And I'm not saying social media is no good. It's fine. It's great. You know, it's there. We use it. But if you're serious and you want to make some good money on the side, and I mean really good dollars to pay for this expensive hobby that we've got, consider building a website. You can do it yourself through different platforms. There's some good ones out there. Or if you've got the money, get a professional person to build it for you and manage it for you. And that way I think you'll find that you'll be able to, one, pick up more work, two, be able to charge more money for the service that you're going to provide. Because I really don't think showing a prospective client or somebody who asks you to take photos for them, regardless of what it is, showing them or directing them to a social media page or site, it just doesn't cut it. I believe that's not professional really, and that's my personal opinion on this. As I said, some people might disagree, but that's fine. But think about having a website built, and there's another thing that you should never put on your website, and that's your prices. Because when someone sees a price, they think, well, that's it. There's no negotiation, there's no talking about price. Because when you're starting to photograph for people, you become a salesman. You need to know your costs. You need to know how much it's going to cost you to photograph this event for this person. But once again, if you've got a good portfolio on a website where you can show people, look at my work, then and only then are you able to ask for good money in return for the service that you're going to provide them. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say about that. Weather's pretty good here today. There's a waterfall that I want to photograph later on this afternoon. In actual fact, I made a crucial error last weekend. I was out photographing a waterfall and I forgot to turn my Rode video mic on. Bad mistake. So this time I'm going back out to redo it, and hopefully I'll remember to turn the microphone on this time. But anyway, those things happen. It was a great morning anyway, and I should have a great afternoon when I get out there. So that's it for another episode of Sniper Photography. Thanks for joining me. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and the bell next door so you don't miss anything. As I always say, be nice to yourself, family and friends. But you keep smiling and keep shooting. Bye for now.